You remember the first artist that you did, like, commercially?
Produced for?
Commercially, yeah.
I think that would be Tinny.
Okay.
It was a song called Akwe Polo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did that one?
Yeah, I did that. But
wow.
yeah, there's a whole issue with that song because I gave Tinny a couple of beats. He picked that one. He took it to Appietus. Next thing I know, the song is out with Appietus' signature on it. Charlie, it's a whole story behind
that. Oh, really?
That. Yeah. It's a whole story behind that.
Did he change anything or was just
he
not
didn't
much?
really, like, to be honest, like, in my opinion, I don't think he changed much. The essence of the beat from the, like, me, my beats is heavy on drums.
Yeah.
And anyone who will listen to that beat will know that this is not Appietus' sound in any way, But yeah, he put his signature on it. I was furious, hit him up. He just told me, he said, Charlie, make her go listen my beat and then listen to what is out there and see if it's the same thing. But at that time I be kiddie, I started to make beats. So, and Appietus was like, on top of his game. So I guess he thought he could just,
wrestle that.
Yeah, like just like who be this nobody way he did try, Yeah, but these are some of the experiences I've had that I really talk about.
You've had another experience like that?
Yeah, of course. Coming up, I mean, as a young producer, unfortunately, where we're coming from, it's a lot of, you're going to meet a lot of people who would take your stuff for granted or feel like they're doing you a favor. We've heard so many stories from young producers complaining about artists using their beats without compensating them or just not giving them the credit. And using, like in my case, someone taking your beat and then giving it to a bigger producer and that producer putting their signature on it.
But what did Tinny say in all of this? Because I mean, if anything at all, that is the source.
Yeah, I mean, he said, he had no, parts to play in that. He did let Appietus know that, Charlie, he be some guy called Jayso, he play him, so he's not happy with the signature, but, they still went ahead and did it. So, but yeah.
Oh man, that is crazy though.
Yeah, but for me, the lesson in all that is like, you don't take people for granted because you don't know where they're heading and you don't know their destiny. You know what I mean? So you might meet a young producer, a young artist and feel like, Charlie, you're a bigger artist or bigger producer than this person. So you, excuse me to say, piss on them. And then next thing you know, they're like popular or big. You know what I mean? And I could go on a whole rant and expose them or whatever, but Charlie, they need, like, be something with me I could do.
There are times that people need to learn from this. I mean, the purpose of some of these conversations on my show is just giving insight to up and coming artists or people finding their way in the industry so they don't make the same mistakes.
The Soundboy Session. Real vibes, real conversations.